Hi, this is the virtual Miss Long, and I'm coming at you today to discuss banned books. Banned books are books that have been banned or prevented from going into schools because they have been considered unfit for students. Scandalous. Here's the question to consider. Is banning a book against our First Amendment rights? Don't we have the right to choose what we read? Let's look at more information about what a banned book is and why they're banned before we can even make that decision. Banned Book Week is from September 27th to October 3rd, which is why we're watching this video now. Here is a news article about banned books. Let's take a look at this news video now. Dun, 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 dun.
Recently, the American Library Association recognized Banned Books Week, an annual reminder that year after year, there are efforts underway to have books pulled from library shelves.
What?
Young adult novels are common targets, including Harry Potter.
No!
The list has also included Of Mice and Men, Huckleberry Finn, and To Kill a Mockingbird.
You don't say.
We talked with Judith Krug of the American Library Association. She said anyone who thinks a book is inappropriate is free to stop reading it, but added, "Don't take away my right to choose what I want to read."
You go, girl.
As for coming-of-age novels that may have offensive language or sexual content, she says that young people need to read and to think. We can't take away from their ability to learn to think critically. That includes learning to think critically about challenges to our freedoms and how much those freedoms need protecting. That's a page from my notebook. I'm Katie Couric, CBS News.
Consider for a moment, is this a primary source or a secondary source? She interviewed someone, so take a moment to think about, is a news source, which is a first-hand account, who finds facts beforehand, primary or secondary? Freedom. This is a week to celebrate what we read. It's our freedom. Notice how they spell freedom with R-E-A-D in the middle. We can call that a play on words. That's not really how you spell freedom. Isn't that interesting? Many people believe that students have the right to choose what they read. It's part of the U.S. Constitution, which guarantees freedom of speech, press, and print. The First Amendment says, and I'm summarizing here, that Congress will make no laws that prevent people from expressing their religion, speech, print, or to assemble. To assemble means to protest. So, here's our question again. Does banning books go against these rights? Banning a book is actually nothing new. In fact, during World War II, Nazi Germany banned any book that went against what Hitler considered to be true. Let's take a look and see how these books were banned during World War II.
Well, freedom of speech and freedom of the press are among our most basic rights as Americans.
Well, it's hard to imagine a movement to burn books and get rid of ideas. Chris Morrison takes us to a new exhibit about an effort to do just that.
Dun, dun,
These
dun.
were some of the most stunning pictures from pre-war Germany. This film from May 10th, 1933 is nothing compared to later images from the Holocaust, but you can think of this as the beginning of the Nazi effort to cleanse Germany.
Different aspects of the Nazis.
You can learn more about it in this new exhibit at the Wyandotte County Historical Museum. Fighting the Fires of Hate teaches us about the Nazi propaganda machine. It's some scary insight into the power of strong nationalist feelings.
These were enlightened people that you would consider enlightened because they were university students who took books that were considered un-German and burnt them.
This traveling exhibit is from the United States Holocaust Memorial Museum in Washington.
They actually sent out invitations for come down Here's your invitation. You get a front row seat. Lucky you.
They burned books by prominent Germans, including Einstein and Freud. Helen Keller got involved with American protests, and hundreds of thousands of Americans took to the streets. One lesson is that information wants to be free.
You can't ever get rid of words. Once they're out there, they're always out there.
And these lessons continue. Modern authors have had to fight to preserve what they've written, and just one person burning a Quran can stir up passion around the world. Chris Morrison, NBC Action News.
Well, this exhibit will be on display at the one.
If you're interested in learning more about the burned books during World War II, check out The Book Thief at our library at school, which deals with just that topic. Nowadays, we don't burn books. I sure hope so. And many books have been taken off school library shelves instead. Let's take a look at several videos of books that have been challenged or banned. Do you recognize any of these titles? Have you read any of these books before? Why do you think they were banned? Do you agree that they should be banned? Let's take a look at our first video. Dun, 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 dun. Reddit. That's in our classroom. Uh-oh. Ender's Game. Haven't you guys read that? noticed a couple of titles that we even have in our classroom. Take a moment to make your evaluation statement at the bottom of your worksheet. Remember that you're taking on the role as a lawyer. You want to write a lawyer's statement at the bottom of your notes. Remember that a strong evaluation states your opinion, plus an explanation, plus evidence. Take a moment to write that at the bottom of your paper and continue the video when you are done. Congratulations! What a wonderful